Good morning, ma'am. I'm Y Nikita from ECE Department B section. My roll number is 21951A04C2. My Tech Talk topic for English is Speaking English Fluently. How will it change your life? What do you mean by fluent English? English is an excellent language to learn, whether it's for business, travel, or personal reasons. If you're willing to learn any language, then you require to put a lot of hard work, commitment, and willingness to make mistakes, and English is no difference. Why should we have to speak fluently? English is one of the most widely spoken languages. English is the language you'll be able to use most widely, as it's spoken in more countries than any other language. 60 of the world's 196 countries have English as their official language. It's the language of diplomacy and the official language of the European Union, the United Nations, NATO, and the European Free Trade Association. English will open up more opportunities for you. If you are a tourist, you'll easily be able to ask for directions and take guided tours. Ordering food and chatting to the locals will no longer be a source of stress. Being able to speak English opens up a lot of possibilities for you in terms of the countries you could choose to seek work in one day. Careers that involve lots of travel or international exposure, such as the airline, tourism, and film industries, use English as their official language. English will make you more desirable to employers. English has been referred to as the language of business. So, adding English to your CV will be particularly useful for business meetings, customer service, and sales marketing and communications. English gives you access to some of the world's best universities. English is widely regarded as the language of higher education. Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, and MIT are just a few of the famous universities that occupy the lofty heights of the top of the World Education League tables. And you will need to speak English fluently for access to any of these, as they are all English speaking. If English isn't your native language, you will need to take an English test during the admission process to prove that your level of English is up to the scratch for the demands of the academic environment. English is the language of some of the world's greatest literature. If you learn English, you'll be able to enjoy works by some of the world's favorite writers in the language in which they were intended to be read or heard. Classics like Shakespeare's entire collection, Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, 1984, Animal Farm, Pride and Prejudice, David Copperfield, The Canterbury Tales. English allows you to get more from popular culture. The world's highest grossing movies are made in Hollywood, and needless to say, they are made in English. How many times have you been to see an American blockbuster and been frustrated by having to keep up fast paced with subtitles? And how many times have you hummed a favorite pop song but not been able to sing along because it's in English and you don't know the words. There is a solution. Learn English. English allows you to attend international conferences and events. Major sporting events such as the Olympics and the Soccer World Cup are held in English. And so are international conferences. So, competitors and delegators will need to be able to speak English to be able to get the most out of taking part. You may find yourself needing to attend conferences as part of your chosen career. So, learning English now will be of enormous benefits to you in years to come. English gives you wider access to knowledge. Did you know that 55% of the world's web pages are written in English? English is essential if you attempt to pursue a scientific career. Within the Science Citation Index, compiled by Institute of Science Information, an estimated 95% of articles are written in English. How to speak English fluently. Speak a little English every day. The absolute best way to learn any new language is just to speak it. It doesn't matter if you only know 5 English words or if you're practically fluent. Speaking English with another person is the fastest, most effective method of improving. Work on your pronunciation. Even if you have an acceptable grasp of the English language, with good grammar and an extensive vocabulary, native English speakers may find you very difficult to understand. And if you don't work on your pronunciation, you will not be able to work. Expand your vocabulary and use idiomatic phrases. The wider your vocabulary and the more English phrases you learn, the easier English speaking will become. Another great way, attend an English class or discussion group. Another great way to incorporate some extra English conversation into your weekly routine is to sign up for a class of discussion group. Carry a dictionary. Carrying an English dictionary with you at all times, whether it's an actual book or a phone app, can be very useful. Reading an English book, newspaper, or magazine. Reading is an essential part of learning a new language, so don't forget to practice. Another fun way to improve your listening and comprehension is to watch English movies and TV shows. Keep a diary in English. Aside from reading and listening comprehension, you should also spend time working on your written English. Make friends with English speakers. One of the greatest tests of person's fluency in a second language is to put them in a room with a bunch of native speakers and see if they can follow and contribute to the conversation. Train yourself to think in English. One way to make the transition from being very good at English to being fluent is to train your brain to actually think in the English language. Committing to your new language. Stay motivated. When learning up any new language, it is important to stay motivated and never give up on your goal of fluency. Practice every day. If you want to gain fluency quickly, you need to commit to practicing every day. Train yourself to think in English. One way to make the transition from being very good at English to being fluent is to train your brain to actually think in English language. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The biggest obstacle that stands in the way of learning a new language is the fear of making mistakes. How does it change your life? Explore the globe, boost your career, use it wherever you go, enjoy the world's culture, discover a world of knowledge. Now, learning English might sound like a really difficult task, but it's also very rewarding too. From helping you to see the world to making new opportunities in your career, learning English can really open new doors for you. Still not convinced? Then read on to learn just why studying English will make a difference in your life. Explore the globe. Think you can use English in English speaking countries like the US or UK. Think again. English is, in fact, one of the most commonly spoken languages on the planet, wherever you go in the world. In fact, nearly 2 billion people speak English, and another billion are learning English every day. Boost your career. As the world becomes smaller and interconnected, being able to communicate with people from different countries becomes a really valuable skill. Learning English can really boost your employment opportunities and help you to expand your talents across a worldwide stage. Use it wherever you go. From Oslo to Osaka, Delhi to Denver, learning English will be a passport to see the world. English is often used as the most common language for official purposes. After a country's main language, definitely useful to know when you're trying to find your way out of a foreign airport. Enjoy the world's culture. Love pop music or blockbuster music? Get the most out of them by experiencing them they really are. In English, seeing your favorite movie, actors, or singing along to the best stars on the stage is extra fun when you know the words in English. Discover a world of knowledge. If you want to expand your knowledge, study further, or carry out research, then English will be an invaluable tool. English is used by the world's top universities, especially when you're speaking to an international audience. Plus, if you want to study at one of the world's best institutions, learning English will be really helpful first step for your career. Now, we will have an overview of what we have learned. Why should we have to speak fluently? English is one of the most widely spoken languages. English will open up more opportunities for you. English will make you more desirable to employers. English gives you access to some of the world's best universities. English is the language of some of the world's greatest literature. English allows you to get more from popular culture. English allows you to attend international conferences and events. English gives you wider access to knowledge. How to speak English fluently. Speak a little English every day. Work on your pronunciation. Expand your vocabulary and use idiomatic phrases. Attend an English class or group discussion. Carry a dictionary. Read an English book, newspaper, or magazine. Keep a diary in English. Make friends with English speakers. Train yourself in English. Committing to your new language. Stay motivated. Practice every day. Train yourself to think in English. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learning English might sound like a really difficult task, but it's also very rewarding too. From helping you to see the world to making new opportunities in your career, learning English can really open new doors for you. Still not convinced? Then read on to learn just why studying English will make a difference in your life. Trying to speak English too fast would not make you sound like a native speaker. Rather, it can actually make it trickier for the other person to comprehend you. Speaking English at your normal pace has two advantages. It gives you extra time to think of what to say, and it makes your language clearer to the other person to understand. Over time and with practice, you'll notice your spoken English will get improved naturally. If you want to expand your knowledge, study further, or carry out research, then English will be an invaluable tool. English is used by world's top universities, journals, and publishers. It's one of the most common languages used for presentations and conferences, especially when you're speaking to an international audience. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my views. Thank you.